we have been also excited about the results of Athena in the past. Athena showed that use of dronedarone in patients with atrial fibrillation is highly beneficial in reducing hospitalization and overall cardiovascular outcome. But the PALLAS study showed that in patients who are sicker, actually dronedarone may increase their mortality. And this just tells us that as we get this complex pharmacopoeia of drugs, many drugs, you can't injudiciously use drugs in everybody. So you need to look at which patient might be a good candidate. And this is something that was emphasized by Joe Loscalzo the other day in the Lewis Conner lecture he gave in the plenary opening session, emphasizing that it is very important now for us to move into the era of individualizing pharmacotherapy. And this probably will incorporate not just looking at a disease in isolation and a drug in isolation, but pharmacogenetics and the complex effect of the drugs. I think we are far away from this, but research is moving in that area. And at the present time, this whole pharmacogenetic individualized drug design is very complex. So I think for it to be applicable in clinical practice, we'll have to come out with simple algorithms, but for research, it's a very good concept so that we can identify, perhaps the example is Athena versus PALLAS. Well, patients definitely benefit because Athena was a very large study and showed unequivocal benefit of treatment with dronedarone. PALLAS, on the other hand, was sort of designed after Athena, and it showed their findings the other way. And perhaps there are different characteristics of the patient that remain to be sorted out that may be leading to this higher mortality. We know that in PALLAS there were sicker patients, so that's one thing. So anytime you have sicker patients, you can't apply the results of randomized trials that may have included less sicker patients.